It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Four down. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play action, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Check. Fresno. Gun!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Good move by Duke. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, spinning away. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, blue 90.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A run for Nick Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
To throw is Beathard. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Set. Blue 90.
Here's Beathard to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Set. Blue 90.
Back to throw Beathard. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Here we go now.
They'll throw here. Beathard toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
They'll try and sneak it here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. C.J. Beathard, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins by. Room here to run.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, look at
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue landing!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now high. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue landing! Blue landing!
Now Beathard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the shift.
Beathard. Screen play. McKinnon. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
To throw is Beathard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 down, 3 down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Lucky 56.
Single, got a single slot.
Mayfield now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey. 4 down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
4th down, Mayfield. And he's got Bennett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Gun.
Rush in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Beathard now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Now let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And now running right through him. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now let's go. 3
first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Back to throw here. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green 3.
They run once more with McKinnon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
That's how it's done.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey.
Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Detroit!
Check, 59.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 58 yards. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Muhammad. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
Obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got four down. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's got room. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Go, run. They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Shrugs the tackle. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Hot!
Now Mayfield. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Chubb, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taking it around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw here. Beathard. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Chubb will get the call, running left. He gets away from one. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.